seems like a waste of time if there is some huge event coming which is going to do it for them while they are underground. I don't think this event coming is going to hurt the people, but it's going to hurt them. That's why they're all hiding to go underground. I know of several huge events that have them in complete terror while they're ready to head underground. One of them being the comet to supposedly hit the Atlantic Ocean. I haven't seen that in the Bible codes till about 2009 hit. And, of course, there's several possibilities of several different comets hitting the Earth in 2009. And death scares the death out of them. It really does, folks. They are so scared to die. I mean, look at Dick Cheney. The guy lives in underground bases. They know. They know what a liar Satan is, and that their ultimate victory for him is to suffer in hell. They know it at the very tops. They don't want people at the bottom to know. Letter from a listener. Great interview with Stewart on the Edge. That format seems to make your message to everyone more cohesive for some reason. Also, with a large muffin organs, do the jobs in the lakes, or do we have to use copper pipes in order to affect change in lakes and rivers? Yes, you can use orgone. I'm just saying that the copper pipe's the best route. But by any means, just get orgone in the lakes one way or the other. When I was in Texas, I just threw 5 ounces in the lakes and muffins. I mean, you don't need pipes. I just prefer pipes. I like the pipes. Dear Sherry, I feel real guilty for not doing more. I have to get Richmond, Virginia, orgoned. If you want a place to stay and plan to travel south from D.C., I have room here in Richmond. Yeah, like I said, I totally derailed my plans to get D.C. this weekend. They knew I was coming and had things I had to take care of here at home because of all the attacks. And so you guys are going to have to stand up and be warriors and get D.C., get these Air Force bases, get the water supplies, places where these aliens are hanging out. We don't have much time left, folks. Hello, Sherry. I'm tired of the wicked thinking that the Lord's people are just a bunch of punks and people who love everyone. When the Lord's wrath comes, we're going to destroy the wicked. Their days of killing us is over. Also, what does chariots of fire mean to you in the Bible? Chariots of fire. I simply think they're chariots of fire, folks. I don't really think they're UFOs. Elijah got into a chariot. It doesn't say. I don't think it says how Enoch. I think Enoch did too. I think a chariot's a chariot and a horse is a horse. I think they need this chariots or UFOs for their whole UFO invasion thing to work. So when Jesus arrives in Jerusalem with his angelic hosts and UFOs, people will buy the story that they're the Lord's UFOs. I don't know. Hi, Sherry. Is it possible some of the UFO aliens are not fallen angels but actual species that simply live on other planets elsewhere in the universe? I don't think so. I don't think there's good aliens. I'm sorry. People always get into this, oh, they're good aliens. They're trying to help the Earth. Only because they have their own agenda for Earth, and they're losing against the reptilians and the Greys. And they're not telling you that one. Second question, would not Ron Paul agenda be the lesser of two evils between the New World Order agenda and his? You know what? There's no lesser than evil. When you have two evils, you still have evil. If you vote for Ron Paul, you're still voting for evil. He works the alien agenda. And Hillary is a double agent for the New World Order and the alien agenda. They're both evil. You're still voting for evil. Quick question for the show. Do you have any good ideas as far as stocking up and storing foods besides the MREs you order online and beans and rice? If I leave it up to my boyfriend, we'll just be eating all beans and rice. Guys don't think of the really important stuff. So any ideas that you have would be great. Yeah, bless. You know what? I would be focusing women on hygiene products, things men will not think about. Hygiene products, toilet paper, shampoo, toothpaste, soap, chocolate, the essentials. And go to the dollar store. Walk into a dollar store and get that stuff. Get dollar stores just about everywhere now. And a couple dollars a week, Throw a lighter and a box of matches and an extra bottle of shampoo in the bag when you can, and you'll be amazed at over time how much all of it will add up. Also, besides the beans and rice and the MREs, I know that you have to have variety. And some of this stuff just doesn't store very long. But pasta sauce, I buy by the cases, and you can get pasta if you keep it cool. Pasta will last about a year, so you've got pasta at least. You can think about pasta dishes, rices, things like that, spaghetti noodles. Pancake mix won't last very long, maybe a year. You think of pancakes and syrup. Things like syrup would last forever. Try to keep your stocked food at a temperature of 60 degrees. So if you have a basement, that's ideal, because you really want to keep stocked food cold, a little bit cooler, like a basement, to put your food in, because it will last a lot longer than if you have it in an uncontrolled temperature to where the food's hitting 70, 80 degree temperatures. It's going to spoil a lot quicker. Hi, Sherry. I remember you saying something about Russia nuking 4 of our cities. With this in mind, how do you feel about Putin sending troops to western Russia in defense of Iran? I heard Iran is pulling out the dollar just like Iraq did. Makes things interesting over there. The real interesting thing I have to say about that is that when I was looking at codes for 2009, and this is 4 years ago, back in 2003, when I was looking ahead to 2009, and I saw missiles in American cities and Russia and Iran, both behind them, both names on them involved with bombing American cities. And so I do believe that Iran just may pull out one of these preemptive attacks that Bush has been egging on for years. We're going to bomb you, Iran, because he knows they have a preemptive attack policy to where if they think they're going to be attacked by the United States, they're not going to wait, they're just going to go ahead and attack us first. I think they very well could do that. And define 2009, since our calendars are so different, that could be as early as September of our 2008, folks. And that would be right before elections. That would suit Bush just fine. That way he could cancel elections and declare our country in a state of emergency. Have you heard of Brother Stair of the Overcomer Ministry? And if you have, what is your opinion? Haven't heard of him. Sorry. Quick question for this show. People are finding out their spouse is not human, but a Drake or reptilians. I think this has to do with a lot of walk-ins going on. 2 years ago, a year ago, I talked about the silent invasion was already underway, where aliens were soul-scalping human bodies and taking over human bodies. And this is prevalent today, folks. If you are an alcoholic, if you are a drug addict, you are a prime candidate for being a walk-in on aliens. You're too scary tonight. It's not information. It's scary, hon. Where are the elect during all this, and how can we be a part of the elect? You've already been chosen. If you're one of the elect, you've already been chosen. You were born one of the elect. You're just waking up to it, or the Lord's trying to wake you up to teach you who you are. And so that's why it's really important to learn how to hear His voice and sit at His feet and be open to the truth. Be open and willing to hear from the Lord. You're wrong. Some of us have such, you get rid of the ego after a while. The Lord's people do. But a lot of people just have a real ego problem with that. They don't want to be told they're wrong. And so that's why they won't sit at the Lord's feet and plead with Him and ask Him to teach them the truth in all things, even if they are wrong. You get to the point where you just pray, tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me what's wrong of the things that I'm believing or saying, so that I can get away from errors and just be in line with you and know what the truth is. You got to get to the point where, okay, I'm a slime, I'm an idiot, I don't know anything, reteach me everything. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to be corrected. You have to be humble. Those are the kinds of people the Lord can teach.